We are now standing in the panhandle of Golden Gate Park, a park that is actually larger than Central Park. It is about 3 miles long and runs nearly half a mile north to south. Though the park has plentiful wildlife and has existed for many years outside of its cultural context, we will focus on it here as an important location in the rise of the hippie movement, particularly during the Summer of Love. On October 6, 1966, a rally called the Love Pageant Rally was held here. It was a public celebration in the face of a new law that would make LSD illegal in California that same day. The rally was organized in the hopes that gathering people for a celebration would help to deter them from protesting and from getting the police involved. A week after the rally, a revolutionary anarchist group called the Diggers, comprised of actors and populist agitators, began to distribute free food in the park in the afternoons. Later, the Diggers would set up a free store where people could donate their clothing or take the recycled items of others for free, and they designed casual living arrangements, or crash pads, for hippies newly arrived in Haight-Ashbury. On January 14, 1967, an event called the Human Be-In, a precursor to the impending summer, was held in the park. It was announced on the cover of the San Francisco Oracle, the city's most popular underground counterculture newspaper. The Human Be-In featured rock bands such as the Grateful Dead, and famous beat poets like Allen Ginsberg and Gary Snyder, who led the crowds in Hindu chants. The publisher of the Oracle and a co-organizer of the event, Alan Cohen, referred to the event as a necessary meeting of the minds. It brought together two factions of counterculture: radical political activists who were leaning towards increased militancy in the face of the U.S. government's policies on Vietnam, and the Haight-Ashbury hippies, who encouraged peaceful protest. The Oracle called the event a union of love and activism previously separated by categorical dogma and label-mongering. It also said of the purpose of the event, "A new concept of celebrations beneath the human underground must emerge, become conscious, and be shared, so a revolution can be formed with a renaissance of compassion, awareness, and love, and the revelation of unity for all mankind." The Be-In was attended by an estimated 25,000 people, and these crowds were the first indication to the residents of Haight-Ashbury that they should prepare for a massive hippie influx over the summer. June 21, 1967 was the official first day of the Summer of Love, and several hundred hippies congregated on a hilltop to celebrate the summer solstice, affirming their connection to the natural world. The celebration continued for months, involving drug use, music, and spiritualism, attracting about 100,000 young people of all ages from as young as 12. Many of the events occurred on and around the hill in Golden Gate Park that is now referred to as Hippie Hill and is still a popular location for marijuana users. Medical problems, including epidemics of sexually transmitted disease and drug addiction and overdose, grew prevalent. Drug dealers took advantage of the susceptibility of the youth and began to market their most addictive substances, such as heroin and cocaine. Come fall, crowds had diminished. Many people who had come just for the summer returned home to their normal lives. On October 6th, a group of hippies still living there staged a mock funeral for the Summer of Love. The summer was officially over. Now came the massive cleanup.